Good morning and welcome to our Take 10 for April 2022. The year is beginning to speed by already. William Penn, a British politician from the 17th century, once said this: "Time is what we want the most, but what we use the worst." Time is what we want the most, but what we use the worst. How often have you or I been guilty of saying things like, there just aren't enough hours in the day? Our time is finite. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not so much a matter of the amount of time, but rather how we use and manage our time. As we draw ever closer to exam season, the university library gets busier and stress levels rise as students try to balance their regular workload in addition to revision. Time management is a vital part of university life, and it's a skill, the challenge of which often takes students by surprise. Here are just a few tips to help you consider how much you are in control of time, or maybe is time controlling you. Firstly, the ability to prioritize and plan ahead is vital. Find a system that works to help you keep track of things to do, assignment deadlines, etc. That might be a good old-fashioned pen and paper to-do list, or it might be some fancy electronic task tool. I use a mix of both. Just find what works for you. Explore different avenues, because if you want to be productive, you must learn to prioritize well. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable units. Place your tasks in order of importance and revisit them on a regular basis, at least weekly. Maybe you could adopt the 4 Ds. Do it. Action it now. Defer it. It's less important and it can wait until tomorrow or even next week. Delegate it. Can someone else do the task for you? Obviously not your assignment or exam. Or the 4th D is just drop it. There are occasions, certainly in my life, when things find themselves on our to-do list and actually they carry no great value or importance. Be flexible with your time. Allow a safe margin for jobs. Don't be a last-minute Larry who's always chasing his tail trying to catch up. But also be realistic. There are actually only 24 hours in a day, and you do need time to eat and to sleep. In busier seasons, you must learn to block out distractions. Life is full of them. Some genuinely need our attention, a friend in need, or some kind of urgent appointment. But there are a myriad of distractions, especially our phones and social media, that we really need to control and on occasion deny. Accept your limitations. Know what works best for you. Don't ever compare yourself to other people and their way of working. Your stress threshold, your energy level will be different to others in your class or in your workplace. Be true to yourself. Create a balanced lifestyle. Work or study versus relaxation and social time. Academic commitments versus life obligations. You create a balanced life by learning to factor in time for all of those different aspects. And finally this, multitasking is a myth. Many time management gurus would agree that multitasking is actually counterproductive. You might sense an increase in productivity, and yet this often comes at a cost of decreased quality. Focus on one assignment at a time. A possible benefit of multitasking could be greater flexibility or increased adaptability. However, as a result, sometimes our interpersonal skills suffer. Whilst multitasking sounds like a good idea, it can lead to absent-mindedness and an inability to focus. Our time is a precious commodity, and once spent, it can never be regained. When it's gone, it's gone. The way we spend our time often shapes and defines who we are. If you're a student facing the pressure of upcoming assignments and exams, please learn to steward your time well, not just to get you through this particular season, but to equip you for life. Have a great month and take care.